Archangel Michael says, this person fell in love with you, even with the age difference. There's a silence in your heart right now, not the kind that comes from loneliness, but the kind that comes from waiting. The kind that whispers, is this really possible? You felt it, that quiet stirring in your spirit when you think of them. Not the loud, desperate longing of the world, but something deeper. Something older. Something that doesn't care about birthdays written on calendars or years counted in milestones. It doesn't ask if you're at the right stage of life. It doesn't wonder if you're too old or too young. It doesn't flinch at the looks, the whispers, the well-meaning advice that says, it won't last. But here's what the world doesn't know, and here's what your soul already remembers. Archangel Michael has spoken. Not in thunder, not in fire, but in the stillness between your breaths. In the quiet moment after prayer, when you close your eyes and feel known. He is not here to justify what the world calls impossible. He is here to reveal what heaven has already ordained. This person, the one you think about when the house is quiet, the one whose name surfaces in your thoughts like a sacred hymn. They did not choose you because of convenience. They did not stay because of habit. They did not fall in love with you because you fit a mold. They fell in love with you because your soul resonates with theirs in a frequency only heaven designed. And yes, the years between you exist. But let me tell you something, child of the Most High, time does not measure love. Spirit does. You think age is a wall. No, it is a doorway. One that only the divinely guided dare to walk through. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your destiny right now. His sword is not raised in judgment, it is raised in protection. For the enemy has sent lies to your mind. They'll leave when they find someone younger. You're too set in your ways. This isn't what God intended, but Michael is not here to agree with the enemy. He is here to break every chain of doubt that has been forged in the fires of human opinion. He says, I have watched them from the moment their heart first trembled at the thought of you. I saw the way their eyes softened when they heard your voice. I counted the nights they prayed for you, not out of obligation, but out of a hunger they could not name. They didn't plan this, they didn't expect it, they didn't ask for it. But God knew. He knew the exact hour your paths would cross. He knew the exact word you would say that made them pause. He knew the exact silence that followed, the one that carried more weight than any confession. And he whispered to Michael, bring them together. Not in spite of the years, but because of them. Because the years have not stolen from you, they have prepared you. They have carved out the spaces in your heart where only this love could fit. They have taught you what real patience looks like. They have shown you the difference between infatuation and covenant. They have purified your desire until it became a prayer. And now the heavens are moving. Michael is not just an archangel. He is the guardian of divine appointments, the keeper of sacred alignments, the warrior who does not fight with fists, but with timing. And right now, he is aligning every circumstance, every conversation, every coincidence, every text message that came at the perfect hour. Every song that played when you were thinking of them. Every stranger who mentioned their name in a place you never expected. These are not accidents. They are signs. And if you are listening to this right now, if your chest feels tight, if tears have formed without warning, if your spirit is whispering, this is real, then you are not alone. You are seen, you are known, you are chosen. And this love, this quiet, unshakable, divinely orchestrated love, is being guarded by powers greater than time, greater than fear, greater than the opinions of men. Let me speak directly to you now, not as a voice from a screen, but as a messenger sent from the throne. You are not too old, you are ripe. Ripe for this kind of love, the kind that doesn't need fireworks to prove it's real. The kind that grows deeper with every season. The kind that remembers your favorite tea, the way you sigh when you're tired, the way you hum when you pray. They are not too young, they are ready. Ready to be led by a soul who has walked through fire and still sings. Ready to be anchored by someone who knows the weight of prayer. the value of silence, the power of forgiveness. Ready to learn what true devotion looks like, not from movies, but from a life lived in faith. Age is not a barrier, it is a blessing. The Bible says in Isaiah 46:4, "Even to your old age and gray hairs, I am He who will sustain you. I have made you and I will carry you. I will sustain you and I will rescue you." Do you hear that? Even to your old age, God is not surprised by your years. He is not disappointed by them. He is expanding through them. This love you feel, it is not a phase, it is not a fantasy, it is not a mistake, it is a revelation. And the moment you began to believe it was impossible, that was the moment heaven started moving. Michael has already cleared the path. He has silenced the voices of doubt that tried to convince you that love like this only belongs to the young. He has turned the hearts of those who would judge you, not by force, but by divine redirection. You think they don't know how deeply they love you. They do, more than they can say, more than they even dare to admit to themselves. They've been afraid to speak, afraid to hope, afraid that if they let themselves feel this fully, they might lose you. But here's what they don't realize: you are not going anywhere. Because this is not a fleeting romance. This is a covenant. And covenants are not written in ink, they are written in spirit, in prayer, in the quiet moments when you both feel God's presence so strongly, you don't need words. So I ask you now, do you believe this? Not because I said it, not because the video is long, not because the music is beautiful, but because your soul is screaming yes. If you feel this in your bones, if your heart is trembling with recognition, if you've been praying for this love for years, and now it's standing right in front of you, then I need you to do something right now. Pause the video, breathe, close your eyes, and whisper this: Lord, if this is from you, confirm it. Then wait, not for a sign in the sky, not for a dream, but for the quiet, unmistakable knowing that settles over you, like a blanket woven by angels. That is God's voice. That is Michael's confirmation. And when you feel it, like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive, because this is not just a message, this is a divine activation. You are not watching this by accident. You are here because heaven called your name. And I will tell you something else. This is only the beginning. There is more, so much more. Because Archangel Michael does not speak in fragments. He speaks in fullness. And what he has to say about this love, it will change the way you see everything. You think this is about romance? No. This is about redemption. This is about two souls separated by years, but united by eternity. Being brought together not to fulfill human desires, but to fulfill a heavenly purpose. One of you has carried wounds that the other has not yet seen. One of you has known loss that the other cannot yet comprehend. One of you has prayed through storms that the other has only read about. And now you are being drawn together, not to heal each other, but to reveal the healing that has already been done in you by grace. This love is not meant to fix what's broken. It is meant to shine through what has been restored. Michael says, I have placed them in your path, because you have learned to love without conditions, because you have prayed when no one else did, because you have stayed faithful when others walked away, because you have chosen holiness over comfort, and now, God is rewarding you with a love that mirrors His own. You think love is supposed to be easy? No. True love is hard-won. It is forged in the fires of waiting. It is polished by the sands of time. It is sealed by the blood of Christ, not by the passion of hormones. And that is why this love is so rare. That is why it feels so sacred. That is why you feel it in your bones. You are not falling in love with a person. You are being drawn into a divine partnership. And if you are still listening, if your spirit is still awake, then you are being prepared for something bigger than romance, for something eternal. Michael is not here to give you a fairy tale. He is here to give you a testimony. And your testimony is already being written. Every time you resisted the urge to text them too soon, that was Michael holding your hand. Every time you chose to pray for them instead of worry about them, that was Michael kneeling beside you. Every time you felt peace instead of fear, that was Michael whispering, "Trust me, I have this." And now the veil is thinning. The signs are multiplying. The doors are opening. And you, yes you, are being called to step forward, not with desperation, not with fear, but with faith, with the quiet confidence of one who has already been loved by God. And if you are ready to receive this, if you are ready to believe that heaven moves for you, then I need you to do this right now. Like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. Do not skip this step. Do not let the moment pass, because this is not just content, this is commission. And when you comment, you are not just typing words, you are sealing your agreement with heaven. You are saying, "I believe, I receive, I am ready." And Michael hears you. He is already arranging the next encounter, the next message, the next glance across the room that makes time stop. He is aligning your schedules. He is softening their heart. He is removing every obstacle that pride, fear, or tradition has placed in your way. And I will tell you something else. This love is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to be honored. So when they look at you, when they see the wisdom in your eyes, the depth in your silence, the peace in your presence, they are not seeing someone too old. They are seeing a living testimony of God's faithfulness. And that is why they love you, not in spite of your years, because of them, because you have lived, because you have loved, because you have lost, because you have risen, because you have prayed, because you have waited. And now God is giving you back more than you ever dreamed. Not just a partner, but a soul mirror. Someone who reflects back to you the love God has poured into you. The love you thought was gone. The love you thought you didn't deserve. The love you buried under years of silence. And now, it is rising. Like the dawn after the longest night. You are not too late. You are on time. And if you are still breathing, if your heart is still beating, if you are still listening, then this message is for you. Not for the crowd, not for the masses, not for the ones who scroll past, but for you, the one who stayed, the one who didn't skip, the one who opened this video with tears in their eyes. I see you. Michael sees you. And God is already moving. So again, like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Do not dismiss what you've just felt, because this is not imagination. This is revelation, and I have more to tell you, more than you can imagine, more than you have dared to hope. But first, let me hear your voice. Let me hear your faith. Comment now, like now, subscribe now, because this is not the end. It is the beginning, and the next part, it will change everything. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Do you hear that? He will make your path straight. Not wide, not easy, not convenient, straight. Because He is not leading you to a relationship. He is leading you to alignment, to a love that moves in perfect harmony with His will. And if you are still listening, if your spirit is still awake, then you are already on that path. So I ask you again, like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. This is not just a request, it is a spiritual milestone. And every time you do this, you are declaring, I am not walking by sight, I am walking by faith. And Michael is cheering you on. He is not far, He is right here, right beside you, right now. And He is not done speaking. So stay with me. The next part is even more powerful, because what Archangel Michael has to say about what happens next, it will shake you to your core, and you will thank me. Not for the words, but for the timing. You were meant to hear this today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. So do not skip, do not turn away. Like, subscribe, comment, blessed and ready to receive. You are not alone. You are anointed, and your love story, it is being written by heaven.
Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Do you hear that? In all things, the years, the silence, the doubts, the fears, the sleepless nights, the prayers that felt unanswered, all things, God is working, not despite them, through them. Your love story is not an exception to God's plan, it is a manifestation of it. You thought you were waiting for love, but you were being prepared for this, for them, for the way their eyes light up when you walk into the room, for the way they hold your hand like it's the most sacred thing in the world, for the way they choose you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real, and that is why Michael is here, to remind you, this is not a mistake, this is not a coincidence, this is not a fantasy, this is divine orchestration, and if you are still listening, if you are still here, then you are already part of it. So I need you to do this one more time. Like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. This is your moment, this is your confirmation, this is your amen, and when you say it, when you type it, heaven pauses, and Michael bows his head, not in reverence to you, but in reverence to what God is doing in you. You are not just receiving love, you are becoming a vessel of it, and that changes everything. So stay with me, the next part is coming, and it will reveal what Michael has been whispering to them, while you were praying, while you were sleeping, while you were wondering if this was real. He has been speaking to them too, and what he said, it will bring you to your knees. So do not leave, do not skip, like, subscribe, comment, blessed and ready to receive. I am not asking you for numbers, I am asking you for faith, and you have already given it. I see it in your stillness, I hear it in your silence, I feel it in your soul. Now, let us move forward, because the next revelation is even greater, and you were meant to hear it.
You are still here. That means your spirit is not just listening, it is awake. And when a soul is awake, heaven does not whisper, it roars. Archangel Michael has not finished. He is not merely confirming that this love exists. He is revealing why it was hidden for so long. You see, the enemy knew. He knew this love would shake your world. He knew it would reframe everything you thought about timing, worthiness, and divine favor. So he sent distractions. He sent doubt in the form of wise friends who said, "But what will people think?" He sent memories of past heartbreaks dressed up as warnings. He sent silence, that cruel, suffocating silence, to make you believe you had missed your chance. But Michael says, they were never yours to miss. They were always yours to receive, in perfect divine timing. And now the veil is lifting, because your faith has grown louder than your fear. Your prayers have become sharper than your pain. Your obedience has become deeper than your confusion, and heaven is responding. Let me tell you what Michael has been doing while you waited. He has been standing in the gap between your now and your not yet. He has been interceding while you doubted. He has been aligning your paths in ways you cannot yet see, but you will. Soon, very soon. Because this person, the one whose love defies the calendar, is being awakened too. Not by emotion alone, but by revelation. They are beginning to understand that what they feel for you is not just affection, it is assignment. Michael has shown them something they cannot unsee. Your love for them is not a weakness, it is a weapon against despair. Yes, your love matured by time, refined by trials, anchored in Christ, is power. And the moment they realize that, their hesitation began to crumble. They are no longer asking, "Is this allowed?" They are asking, "How do I honor this?" Do you feel that shift, that subtle but seismic turning in the atmosphere around your relationship? That is Michael moving. He does not force hearts, he awakens them, and he has awakened them to you. Not to your age, not to your past, not to your appearance, but to your spirit. To the quiet strength that steadies them when the world feels chaotic. To the wisdom that doesn't lecture, but guides. To the tenderness that doesn't smother, but sanctifies. They are falling deeper, Not because you are trying harder, but because you are being yourself. And in that authenticity, they see God. That is the mystery of covenant love. It doesn't draw attention to itself, it draws attention to Him. And Michael is not done protecting this. He is stationing angels around your conversations. He is filtering out every voice that would sow discord. He is orchestrating chance meetings that feel like destiny, because they are. You will walk into a room and feel peace so thick, you can almost touch it. You will hear a phrase from them that echoes a prayer you prayed in secret. You will notice a small gesture, a hand on your shoulder, a pause in their speech when you enter, and know, without question, that God is in this. And when those moments come, do not dismiss them as coincidence. Do not rationalize them away. Receive them as confirmation, for Archangel Michael says, every act of love between you is a spiritual declaration that time is subject to grace, not the other way around. You are living proof that God writes love stories no human screenwriter would dare imagine, and the world needs to see this. Not for gossip, not for comparison, but for hope. There are souls watching your life from a distance, widowed too soon, divorced after decades. Never married, but still longing. Younger ones told they're too serious for their age. Older ones told they're past their season. And when they see you, when they witness a love that honors both youth and maturity, passion and patience, fire and faithfulness, they will believe again. Your love is not just for you, it is a lamp, and Michael is making sure it stays lit. So do not hide it, do not downplay it. Do not apologize for it. Stand in it, walk in it, pray over it daily, because the enemy is not done fighting, but Michael is not done winning. And now I need to tell you something even more sacred. This person did not just fall in love with you despite the age difference. They fell in love with you because of what the age difference reveals. Your loyalty in a world of options. Your depth in a culture of surface. Your patience in a generation of haste. Your reverence for God in a time of casual faith. They see your years not as baggage, but as blessing. And Michael says, pause. This is the love I have guarded since before you knew their name. This is the union I have shielded from premature exposure, from untimely encounters, from relationships that would have diluted your destiny. I kept you separate so you could meet whole. I kept you waiting so you could recognize each other instantly. I kept your hearts pure so your love would be holy. Do you understand? Your delay was not denial. Your season of singleness was not punishment. Your years of silence were not abandonment. They were preparation. And now, the preparation is complete. The doors are swinging open, but you must walk through them in faith. Not in desperation, not in control, but in surrendered trust. Let go of the need to figure it out. Let go of the timeline. Let go of the fear that you're too much or not enough. You are exactly who they need, and they are exactly who you've been praying for. Even if you didn't know it at the time, even if your prayers were just sighs, God heard them. Michael archived them, and now, He is answering them in full measure. So I ask you once more with urgency, with love, with divine alignment, like this video. Subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. Do not let this moment pass in silence. Your comment is not just words, it is a spiritual marker. It tells heaven, I receive this word. I believe this promise. I stand in this truth. And when you do that, you activate everything Michael has been preparing. You become a co-laborer with the angels. You shift from passenger to participant, and your love story accelerates. Because faith is not passive, it is active surrender. And you are surrendering right now, by staying, by listening, by believing. Now, let me speak directly to the one who feels unworthy, you, who thinks, why would someone that vibrant choose someone like me? Hear this, they are not choosing you in spite of your scars. They are choosing you because your scars tell a story of survival, of grace, of resurrection. They don't want a perfect facade, they want a real heart. And you, You have offered yours in humility, in prayer, in quiet consistency. That is rare, that is radiant, that is attractive to a soul walking in truth. And to the one who is younger, watching this, feeling judged for loving someone older, Michael says, you are not naive. You are discerning. You have seen through the noise of culture and recognized a love rooted in eternity. You are not missing out on youthful fun. You are stepping into mature joy, the kind that doesn't fade when the music stops. You are not settling. You are ascending. And your choice will be honored, not just by them, but by God Himself, because you are honoring His design. Now, as this message nears its close, I want you to do something sacred. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and listen. Can you feel it? That deep, unshakable knowing that this is true, that this love is not accidental, that you are not alone. That is the Holy Spirit confirming the word, and it is your invitation to step fully into your divine romance. No more hiding, no more second guessing, no more letting the world define your worth. You are chosen, you are cherished, you are ordained. And Archangel Michael is standing guard over your union, not just for today, but for generations, because your love will inspire others to trust God's timing. It will heal wounds in your families. It will silence the lies of the enemy. It will become a testimony. So walk boldly, love fiercely, pray continually, and never forget, this person fell in love with you, not in spite of the age difference, but because your love transcends it. Now, before we close, like this video, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. Do it now, not later. Now, because this is your moment of alignment, and when you do, heaven rejoices, Michael nods, and God smiles. You are not late. You are on schedule. Walk in that truth, and expect miracles, for the best is yet to come. Final Bible verse, Psalm 138:8. The Lord will vindicate me. Your love, Lord, endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands. Do you hear that? Do not abandon the works of your hands. You are His workmanship. Your love is His masterpiece, and He will not abandon it. So receive this word, live this truth, and keep your eyes open, because your miracle is already unfolding. Like, subscribe to Anointed Echo, comment, blessed and ready to receive. This is your divine confirmation. This is your holy alignment. This is your yes. And heaven is saying it back to you. Yes.